Hello everyone, myself WsCube and you are watching WsCube Tech Tutorial. Guys, from this video onwards, I'm going to start a series on the paid tools, right? We'll be discussing different paid tools which are actually used in digital marketing domain. So I'll be starting with the Ahrefs. We'll be discussing how Ahrefs works, what are the different features of the Ahrefs, what is Site Explorer, what is Keyword Explorer, what are the different features that are associated with the Ahrefs tool. So from this video, we are going to start with the Keyword Explorer tool, right? That is the most popular feature of the Ahrefs for which Ahrefs is so much popular, right? So we'll be start doing keyword research from Ahrefs tool, right? So let's straight away dive into my laptop screen and see how it actually works. So here I am into my paid Ahrefs tool, and if you see, I have clicked over here on Keyword Explorer tab, right? So here it is, and now I'm going to type few keywords over here. You can start with a single keyword. If you want to research for the single keyword, you can type multiple keywords separated by comma and all those, right? So there are different channels also for which you can do keyword research. So I'll be doing keyword research for the Google, and my primary keyword will be digital marketing, right? Digital marketing course. Suppose if I'm selling digital marketing courses, or I'm having a portal where I have uploaded my digital marketing courses to sale. So I want my portal to be ranked organically. So I'm going to explore Keyword Explorer for that purpose only, that what is the search volume, what is the performance of this particular keyword on Google, right? So here is Google and here's my keyword. Now let's straight away click on the search. Wait, here is the country also. So we have to select the countries from where we want to extract the keyword research. So here's the India is selected by default. So we'll be clicking on search. And there you go. So you get a lot of data over here on this overview tab. You see overview tab is mentioned over here. So you'll be getting a lot of data from this overview tab also. And then there are two different departments or sections that you can see: keyword ideas and traffic share, that also provide you different data sets, right? So there are a few very famous matrices of Ahrefs. One is keyword difficulty, also called as KD, then search volume, clicks, CPC, global volume. So many matrices are there, along with the parent topic, right? So here is the keyword ideas by search volume. Different question kind of queries are here, right? Informational queries, we can call them informational queries when a user want to search for the information related to our topic, which is digital marketing. He or she may type something like these, right? So here's also rank for, and then we have SERP position, history for digital marketing course. So if you see, if you are having these 5 websites which are actually ranking in SERPs on this keyword digital marketing course, then how these URLs have performed in the past, so we can see how these websites have performed in the past in organic result, that this graph actually shows that thing. Then you have a presentation, you have a very beautiful presentation of the SERP, right? SERP overview is here, and you have different SERP features over here mentioned over here. You can see what features are ranking to this particular keyword, right? If you change this keyword, suppose if I am typing over here digital marketing, wait, I am writing training over here, digital marketing training, right? If you type digital marketing training, all this data will change. Now the keyword difficulty for digital marketing training is quite high, and if you come here and you see, here are 6 SERP features available. So this actually might change. If you come up with some other keyword, you can see only 3 or 2 SERP features are there. So it actually depends that what kind of SERP features are available for what kind of keyword, right? So this is something like that. Now we have this overview of the search engine result pages, where different pages are ranking, and you can see on what positions, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and here the top stories. You can see top stories tab is also there. Then AdWords bottom and AdWords top is there. Along with the AdWords, you can also see the different site links that are actually associated with the AdWords, right, or ad copy. So if we talk, this is basically overview of the keyword, right? Overview of the keyword. What important thing is keyword difficulty, which is an index which ranges between 0 to 100. So higher the value on the index, higher will be the difficulty level for you to rank your keyword, right, in SERP. So this is actually calculated by comparing the search engine result pages results, or we can say the search engine result pages websites along with your keyword. So this matrix calculates in that way, right? And then you have search volume and not clicked. So they have bifurcated this data. then you have clicks, right, and what kind of paid clicks or what kind of organic clicks, then cost per click that you can pay. And this cost per click is basically an estimate from different search engines, right. It is not only limited to Google, it is not only limited to Yahoo. If you search here Yahoo, it is not only limited to Yahoo. It is basically, if you can say that it's basically a median for all those search engines, so that I mean RF can actually give you the commercial value of this particular keyword, right. If you want to know more about the cost per click which is mentioned over here, you can directly click on the help option, help icon over here, and you can go in detail about this thing. Then you have a global volume, that is basically the volume from the different countries. So there is a very detailed scenario, there is a very detailed representation of your keyword over here, right. And then you have keyword ideas. Now let's straight away move to keyword ideas, all keyword ideas. You can see these are the all keyword ideas which are mentioned over here. Then if you say these are something like broad match keyword ideas that we know, the things which exist in Google Ads, the broad match keywords. So if your primary keyword which you were searching for was digital marketing training, and here this is not exactly the digital marketing training. If you come google.com or marketing, then they are no way associated with digital marketing training. We can say google.com may or may not be associated directly with digital marketing training, but marketing is such a broad term that you cannot actually associate with digital marketing training. So you have to keep in mind that you are right now you are actually into all keyword ideas, which is a very broad aspect over here to research the keywords. Then you have a keyword difficulty metric over here, along with the volume, clicks, cost per click, clicks per search, and then you have return rate over here. If you little hover on this RR, you will be seeing what this RR means. It's a relative value that indicates how often the same person searches for a given keyword over 30-day period. And you have parent topic, SERPs, right. You can directly click here and so you can see how this keyword is performing in the SERPs, or I mean to say that how when a person actually enters this keyword in the SERP, what kind of results he or she is going to see. So this is a small SERP overview that you see related to this keyword. So there is so much you can figure out around your keyword, around your parent keyword. But I'll suggest, if you are very accurate or you are confirmed, or you do not want any other kind of keywords, you do not want some broad keywords which may relate to your this prime keyword, then you can go to phrase match. Now phrase match just filters your keywords such that you see this is your keyword digital marketing training, so it will definitely come into these keywords. And the order of the words which are here in this keyword, which is digital marketing training, the order will not change, and you will see there are so many keywords. Now these keywords are very limited. Now you can have some if you want to research, you can go to having some same terms, right, which actually means that you will be having digital marketing training term in the query, in the keyword over here, but it's not sure that they will be in the same order as you have mentioned over here. So the digital might come in between marketing training or something like that, right. Then you have these all matrices which are associated with the keywords, right. So you can directly add this keyword to the new list just to make a list, or we can say that make a database for yourself, so that you will easily find out the keywords which are in the list, and you can use that list further in some other keyword research options. Then also rank for search suggestions. So these are different ways through which your keyword you are going to find actually the other keywords which are related to your keywords. Now this is another very great thing. See, if I'm coming to phrase match, and you see here few tabs are over here, and these tabs are just filters. So if you are not using filters in Ahrefs, you are not going to find the perfect keywords, right. So suppose if you want to include like I'll be including in Jodhpur, right. I am going to include here in Jodhpur. So my query will become now digital marketing training in Jodhpur. So it will basically filter out the keywords which are having digital marketing training along with Jodhpur. So this kind of keywords you can filter out, right. And let me close this and find in India, digital marketing training in India, right. So you'll be seeing some other keywords. Now you see digital marketing training is mentioned over there. Along with that, you are also adding that you want in India also over there. So you're getting a list for that. Now you are moving to something specific. When you selected a broad term, you know something about your market, you know something about your niche, you know something about your industry. You come up with that keyword and put it over here, right? You kept digital marketing training. Now you realize that there can be more filters, right? You can be more specific. So these are the things which brings you more exposure. You can include, exclude, you can give more clicks. Okay, if you want to see that I'm looking for a keyword whose keyword density lies somewhere between 10 to 25 and you do not want to exceed that keyword density, you want to give some value to that keyword density, you know that what kind of keyword density you're going to work with, then you can definitely put these kind of filters over there. The volume is there, CPRP features are there. There's so much that you can actually play around. So if you see unless you are not going to use these kind of features, you are not going to be benefited through this tool. So this is actually the Keyword Explorer tool. You can use this Keyword Explorer. This is a premium version, and if you are seeing so many options over there, if you buy the group buy SEO tool kind of a tool where you are given access, there are few cases when people actually officially do not buy this tool. Then what they observe is so many options which are over here, they get disappeared, right? Those options get disappeared and very few limited options are over there. So with premium tool, you have that benefit that you are getting most of the features, right? Like site audit. Site audit is actually missing from the third party. When you purchase the Ahrefs from the third party, they provide you a limited access. So you are not getting site audits over there. Now you have a traffic share option also inside Keyword Explorer, right? When here is a keyword digital marketing training in search, you are getting different results from this keyword, right? And the different results are different websites. You see this Intersect website is there, digitalmarketinginstitute.com website is there. So this report actually tells you that how much percentage of share, right, this domain is having, right, by traffic. If we say about the share, then the share traffic is like 15%. The overall traffic which is coming from this particular keyword, 15% traffic is actually taken by or have actually covered by Intersect. Then in this way you can actually find that who is your closest competitor, right? Then you have by pages. Earlier we were talking about the traffic share by domains. Now we are talking about the traffic share by pages. So here's a report which actually shows that what kind of traffic share is taken by different pages which are ranking in the search engine result pages. So if you want to do the keyword research, then Ahrefs is definitely one of the best tools that we know, and Ahrefs USPs also its keyword research, right? We have different SEO tools, we have Moz, we have Ahrefs, we have SEMrush, we have SimilarWeb. There are so many tools and they have many overlapping functionalities, or we can say that many overlapping features, same kind of features, same kind of analysis, they provide the same kind of analysis, but still Ahrefs is very popular for its Keyword Explorer feature, and they are exceptionally well in this particular tool, right? You get a lot of information over here, right? Suppose if you are researching for digital marketing training, and sometimes what you see is keyword difficulty over here is something else, or the search volume or the clicks is over here is something else, and on different platforms such Google Keyword Planner or Suggest, we are seeing some different figures over there. Then why there are different figures, or why there is a mismatch between these kind of figures? Then let me tell you guys, these all paid tools are actually getting data from Google only. So what we believe is Google Keyword Planner is a very good tool, right? They all are getting data. See, if you are searching digital marketing training from Google search engine's point of view, then who better than Google can actually provide you the data, right? So Google knows everything. Google has better data, and Ahrefs or other tools also collect data from Google servers only, from Google only. But they also rely, if we talk about the different mismatch in the data of Google Keyword Planner and Ahrefs or any other paid tool. So that is just because these paid tools also gather data from the other third party sources, other third party internet monitoring sources, other third party crawlers also. So there is a data mismatch, but you can rely on them also. You can work with Google Keyword Planner also, there is so much, right? But one thing that these paid tools offer is actually competition research, right? The competition research or the competitive research features are not very good, or they if we say not very good, that will be not right. But if we say that Google does not support actually doing competitor research from their platform, right? So we are actually dependent on these kind of the third party tools just to ensure that we make good competitor research. So that's it for the today's video. We have explored so many options, so many features from Keywords Explorer tab in Ahrefs. About the Content Explorer feature of the Ahrefs, we were discussing about the different features of the Ahrefs paid tool, right? So in today's video, I'll be exploring the Content Explorer, and we'll see what kind of support, what kind of features, what kind of insights we actually gain from Content Explorer feature in Ahrefs. So straight away, I'll be coming to my laptop screen. I'll be typing the topic over here. So see, we are in this Content Explorer, and I'm going to type a topic over here, which is digital marketing. Suppose if you want to do the research on a very broad term, which is digital marketing, want to see what kind of content is there on internet related to this very broad term, which is digital marketing. Now you have different options over here, right? You have everywhere. You have in title, you have in content, you have in URL. Now these options actually are the filters where you want this keyword to be. You want this keyword to extract the content from everywhere on the internet, then you should go with this everywhere option. If you want to see that this particular keyword that you have selected should be there in the title only, then you should select this. If you want this term to be in the content, you can use in content, or so if you want it in URL, you can use it for in URL. So these are the basically very basic filters that you can apply at the very initial level, right? So let me click on this small search button, and we'll straight away come to this amazing dashboard, right? You are seeing you have different pages over time, which tells about how many pages are published, how many pages are republished. I mean, if there are some pages and if the owner of the page updates that content, then that actually comes into the republished. So you see published content, you see republished contents over the time. You have these things, right? And it is actually related to digital marketing. Now you have a very detailed analysis over here from each result, right? You have this first blog, you see you have this first blog, and you have all the SEO matrices associated with this blog along with the social sharing matrices. If you click on this detail, you will be getting more detailed SEO matrices such as backlinks. You can easily analyze the backlinks of this particular content, right? You have organic traffic, traffic value, social shares, organic keywords, referring pages. You have each and everything for an individual result that you are getting to this particular keyword. Now the great thing about Content Explorer is that you have to apply many filters over here, or we can say that you can apply very advanced search over here, right? So just like if you are typing double quotes around your keyword, it will be calculated as phrase match, right? If you can do different things also, like let me show you. You have a small help icon over here. If you click on this small help icon, you will be getting so many options. You have so many advanced options which you can use just to refine your search, just to so that you can land to a very exact search, right? So you have this thing, and now if you want to do the research by URL, you can type in URL and then keyword research. If you want to do the research of your site, right? So that can be done when you are doing the competitor research. Like if you see, if Ahrefs is your competitor, you can easily put site:ahrefs.com, and all the content which Ahrefs has published in recent days times will be shown here, right? So you have 2016 and 17, they are very consistent throughout the their content. Now if you see this 2019 section, you will figure out now they are doing exceptionally well into their content marketing strategy. They are posting their content very regularly. That is a very great thing. So you can do the filter also. You can come last 90 days. You can see how they are actually marketing their content over the last 90 days, right? So there's so much, and then you have different links from where you can do a very deep analysis. That is basically a different SEO matrices that you are having here right now. And we have discussed so many SEO matrices in the first video only. So if you click on this details, you will be getting detailed options over here. Then you have many filters over here. First published, and languages, if you want to limit it to English only, you can come to English. And you see what kind of benefits you will be getting from this research is, if you are doing the strategy of backlink, if you are devising your backlink making strategy, in that case you are looking to gain some backlinks from a proper blog, from using blog comment. And your blog commenting will be like, see, if you have analyzed these all results and you found that they are having a great organic traffic, they are having good referring domain value, and all those matrices are very positive, then you can easily drop your link over there, because if the content which we are seeing over here has a positive SEO value, then a link which you are going to drop on that content will also gain a very positive value, right? So you can do these steps while you are creating your backlink strategy. So Content Explorer is going to help you in making your backlink strategy. Also, then you have this amazing option over where you can refine your results with live and broken links, right? So let me remove this from here, and I'm coming back to my original research, which was digital marketing, right? And it's from everywhere, right? It's from everywhere in English language in last 90 days. All the pages. We want only republished pages, you can figure that also. And I'll be clicking on only broken, right? So these are the links which are broken links, right? People used to put their content and they forgot or something like that. It's actually 404, 410. So these are broken links all, and now you have the opportunities over here. You can do your content marketing from over here. You can do your backlink strategy from over here. So you can figure out different broken links from here according to the content and all, right? So there's a lot you can explore in this Content Explorer tool. You can analyze the trends of the content regarding different keywords, regarding different brands, everything like that, right? You can put any brand over here. Suppose if you want to do the research of Ahrefs and you want to exclude ahrefs.com, then you can do something like this. So you'll be getting different contents where Ahrefs is mentioned, but it will ignore the results which are coming from the ahrefs.com, that is their official website. So you see here so many results where ahrefs.com is not there, and Ahrefs is mentioned in these all blogs, right? So you have different methods over here also. It totally depends on you that how you're actually going to utilize the Content Explorer to develop your great content marketing strategy or backlink strategy. I'm going to talk about what is domain analysis in Ahrefs, right? We are going to explore what is domain analysis feature in Ahrefs. So straight away, let's dive into my laptop screen and see where it comes and how can we utilize this feature. So here you can see you are having this domain comparison or domain analysis feature over here, from where you can analyze different domains, analyze the different domain level matrices. If I mention the domain level matrices, then you will see different domain level matrices over here, and you will be able to analyze those matrices. So we are going to analyze those matrices, or we are going to analyze those domains with respect to our domain, right? We are going to keep our domain at one side, and then we'll be entering other different, or maybe we can say that we are going to enter our competitor domain, and we can see what kind of matrices are overlapping, what kind of study we can make through them, right? So I'll be putting my domain over here, right? So I'll be putting my domain over here first of all, and then I'll be searching my competitors first, then I'll be putting those domains over here. So as we know that we are web development company, so I'm gonna click here, or I'm gonna type here web development company in Jodhpur, and I'll be picking some of my competitors from here, from organic results. So this one is mine website, and if you see, I'm gonna collect 4 domains from here, because you can enter up to 5 domains over here. One is R, and now I'm gonna enter these domains over here, right? So I'll be picking domain from here. Here it is, third one and the last one, right? So now I have entered the 4 domains over here. Now I'm going to compare the domain level matrices of these 4 domains. So you see, you are getting a lot of information along with some graphs and some good graphical interfaces there. And this is an interactive graph over here also, which is actually telling you the counts of the referring domains over the time, the counts of the new lost and referring pages over the time, right? And referring pages counts over the time, right? So you are having these colors which will denote the different properties or different websites or different competitors that you are exploring, right? So we are having all, if you see, all these matrices are actually directly related to domain level matrices, right? Like .com domains, .edu domains, .government domains. So you can easily find out that how many educational domains or how many .government domains you are having, or you are having backlinks to, and how many the numbers of .government domains or .edu domains your competitor is pointing to. So you can easily analyze these domain level matrices from this domain comparison or analysis tool. That is the only thing. This is a very small feature. It's not a very large or huge feature like Keyword Explorer or Site Explorer, where we used to see so many options. Content Explorer too. There's so many options. But in this tool, there's not much option. There are few domain level matrices on which you can analyze the things, right? Then you have no follow and do follow count over here with respect to different websites. So you can analyze what kind of ratio is there between do follow and no follow for my competitors, and what kind of ratio I am having, right? So this is actually the domain level comparison tool. Now you are if you see this count, you are going to see these three matrices with respect to count and time, right? So you are having count on the one axis and the timeline on the second axis with these different matrices, right? So this is a very small page, but you are having a few information over here in the form of numbers. You can analyze and just figure it out that where you actually stands with comparison to these all things or these all domains. So that's it for today's video. It's a very short video but very informative and a very basic feature of Ahrefs, right? So I'm going to explore what is actually quick batch analysis tools in Ahrefs. We are going to see how we can actually do the analysis of so many URLs or so many domains, up to like 200 domains. How can we actually do the analysis in a single page, right? So we are going to explore this particular batch analysis tool. So right here, I'm going to click on this batch analysis tool in Ahrefs and I'll be redirected to this page. And if you see, you can see over here, generate multiple backlinks report at once by entering a list of the domains of URL. So it is basically something which can give you the backlink profile along with some very common SEO matrices, and that too in bulk. Like you can just imagine a 200 URLs or 200 domains in a single page, right? So I'm gonna enter some domains over here, right? Some URLs over here, and we'll see what kind of report will come over here. So I'm entering some random things: yahoo.com, indiatimes.com, ndtv.com, right? ndtv.com, and then abpnews.com, and ahrefs.com, moz.com, and there's so many. I'll be entering google.com also, and I should enter yahoo.com. Yahoo, I think so I have mentioned over here. Yeah, here it is. Yahoo is there. India Times is there. And then that's it. Let's start with these numbers only, right? Let me mention YouTube also. I'm gonna mention YouTube, rediff.com. So I have mentioned so many URLs or domains over here, and you have to select what kind of protocol do you want. So I'll be recommending you go through this recommended portion only by default, which is over here, HTTP plus HTTPS. It will detect by default. Then target mode, automated mode is there. It will automatically fetch out which kind of target it is, whether it is URL, domain, subdomain, whatever it is. So it will be great if you are selecting it at default mode, which is target mode. Then index is live. Then you should click on this analyze button. You will be getting a great list with some great SEO matrices. So you can compare those matrices within a single page only, right? So here you are having these different domains or URLs and the modes, which is all subdomain, then the IP, and along with the IP you have organic search matrices, Ahrefs rating, and then referring domains. And you see you are not able to see the URL ratings over here. That is just because these are the domains, and domains rating is over here. So if anything like URL was here, then you must have seen some URL rating over here also. So there are different SEO matrices, right? So with respect to referring domains, there are few different matrices, referring matrices, link, and then you have this export feature over here, right? So you see the problem over here is that you are getting the 200 URLs. You can put up to like 200 maximum URLs over here, maximum domains over here, and then you can see the data. But if you want to do some research, some analysis, you want to pick up data from there, you want to do some pivot table kind of a research, then you cannot do over here also, here only. Then you have to bring this data to some other platform like Excel. You should export this data to Excel. From there you can do some good data research from there. So there you have this export feature from where you can get this data back into your Excel sheet, and from there you can actually do some pivot table things and all those. So you can actually make this data useful to you. So I am selecting UTF-16 over here, and then I'll be clicking on start export, and you'll be seeing this data will be exported into Excel, right? So I'm clicking back over here, and let's see how this data looks in Excel, right? So it's opening. So here it is. Now you're having different matrices in Excel only. So you can analyze these things. You can see how this thing is working and all that. So you do have these functions, right? So it's a very great tool that you can analyze like 200 URLs of the domains at the same time. About how link intersect tool in Ahrefs actually works. So let's straight away dive into my laptop screen and see where this function is, where this feature is, and how it's gonna help us. So guys, link intersect tool, if you can see on my laptop screen here, we have to click on this more section, then you have to go to this link intersect, and you will be redirected to the dashboard like this. So here you have options where you can put some domains or URLs and see how many links are intersecting in between, right? So if we talk about link intersection as particularly as definitions, then link intersection is basically if you have a website, like if you have two websites, suppose that if you have two websites and those two websites are getting the backlinks from a same source or same URL or same domain, right? Then you'll say that this is actually link intersection, right? This is actually link intersection where a single URL or single domain is pointing links to two different URLs and two different domains. Now if we talk how it actually gonna help you, see, if you have different competitors and different links are pointing to your competitors, right? Then you see you have like 3 competitors, and there are different sources from which there are common links which are pointing to your competitors and not you. Then there is definitely an opportunity that okay, these links are pointing to my competitors links, and I have 3 competitors like A, B and C, and they have their websites respectively A.com, B.com and C.com. Then this particular website gives links to A.com also, B.com also, C.com also. But I have a website which is D.com and is of same niche which A, B and C are, but it's not giving link to me. So if you know this thing that this particular website is giving link to these of my competitors, not giving to me, then you can approach to that website, then you go to that website, do some things so that you can get a backlink from there also. So there is a better link opportunity if you use link intersect tool well, right? So suppose I have taken a scenario over here. I have these 3 websites with me. So I'm expecting these websites to be my competitor, and has another news website which is one is mine. I suppose that this one is mine. So now I'm putting my competitors link over here, the first one, the second one. Let me put the second one. Now has the third one. I am putting my third link over here, third competitor over here. You can add up to 10 competitors over here. You have that space over here. But see what is written over here. Show me who is linking to these domains, right? So show me from where these domains are getting the links and which are the common links. But they are not linking to this one. They are not linking to this one means that they are not linking to my property or my website. So I am putting my website over here, and this is only assumption. This is actually not my website. These are not my competitors. This is generally a very basic assumption just to show you. Then I'll be clicking on show link opportunities, and you'll see a dashboard with all these stuffs, right? So you see here's let me see, here is a referring domain like computerhope.com, whose domain rating is a great rating is there. Ahrefs rank is also good. Intersections are 2 intersections are found, right? Between India Times and Astak.in, right? Astak.in, today.in, which shows that this this particular website or domain is providing links to India Times and Astak also, but they are not giving links to ABP News or my website also, because here was the exclusion, right? I have mentioned over that, but doesn't link to which one was optional, but I have kept my website over there just to get the link opportunity. So you see, you can, if you click on these numbers, right, here it was Computer Hope, and if you click one, you can easily identify where is the backlink and to what page or to what target it's actually redirecting to. So you have that profile over here also. It usually takes a bit time over here in this link intersection tool. If you compare it with the other features of the Ahrefs, it actually takes a bit of time. So you have, this is the referring page from computerhope.com URL, right? And I mean to say computerhope.com domain, and then you have domain rating over here, URL rating over here, and link domains are 4, and then you have that backlink detail over here that it's actually pointing to indiatimes.com and has the anchor link and a backlink, right? So you have that details also over here. You can hide this or you can export this. That's up to you how you actually require. But see, if you see that this is a website which is very related to your niche, if you are getting links from this particular website, that will be beneficial for you. And this particular website is also linking to your competitors, right? And what kind of links were there? So you can identify the link opportunities like that only if you see any 3 intersections are there. Here it is, reimagine.news. Now it's giving links to indiatimes.com also and ABP News also and Aaj also. There are few greater numbers when we compare with these 2 domains in Aaj. But you can easily identify what kind of links are pointing from Reimagine to Aaj, right? So I am clicking over here, so you can see that details over here. Now you can easily find whether you want those links from this particular website, whatever website you want. Do you want those links, or this website is beneficial to you or not? You can directly click on this and you can get very different matrices of this website, right? If you will open it in Ahrefs, you'll be getting different matrices from here. All right, what kind of page it is, right? And then you have different matrices to analyze that whether this link is fine or not, is it relevant to you or not, or this particular domain is providing relevant links, quality links or not. So this is how link intersect tool actually works. Now let me discuss another very small tool which is present here in Ahrefs, which is SEO toolbar, right? So SEO toolbar is nothing. If you click on this and go to the page of this SEO toolbar, it's nothing, just a very small Chrome extension. So I have that Chrome extension installed over here, and what it does is, if you click if I enter India Times over here, let me enter India Times. You see, you will be getting a search engine result pages, and this particular extension will provide you some related SEO matrices which are assigned with this page, which is assigned with this URL, right? And also which is assigned with this query, right? So you're having the query related matrices over here, and it is actually US and clicks and all. So you can change, you can do some settings and change and redirect back it to India, right? So you'll be getting Indian stats, right? So you have that page related matrices over here, root domain level matrices over here, which are assigned with this particular section of the website, right? So this particular section of the search engine result pages, right? So you this is a very basic tool, very basic we can say that very basic extension, but it's come in a combo with that paid tool only. If you buy free tool, you won't be able to, if you want to use Ahrefs extension as free, you won't be able to do that, because it's a combo with this paid version only. So that's it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed that, how can we actually use link intersect tool and how can we actually find the link opportunities for our website. About site audit feature in Ahrefs, we're going to explore how this site audit feature actually works and what kind of report it's going to provide us when we put our website into this tool, right? So let's straight away dive into my laptop screen and see how it actually works. So I'm here in my laptop screen, and right now I'm going to click on this site audit tool. So you see a project is already there, but when you are first going to use this tool, you are not going to see any project like this. You have to create a new project. For that, an interface like this will be there for you. You have to put your website over here, your project name over here, and then you have to click on next. So if you want to do the ownership verification, you can do the ownership verification for your website which you want to crawl. So you have these 3 methods through which you can actually do the ownership verification. This is very much like what we do with Google Search Console, right? So the kind of verification we actually used to do with Google Search Console, that kind of verification you have to do here also, so that you can integrate Ahrefs with your website. Now what it will do, it will basically help crawlers to understand your website in a very deep way. Now let me click on next, and you'll see a set of settings over here, and I'll recommend you not to touch any settings over here. Keep them in default mode, and then click on next. You'll be getting scheduling option over here where you can reschedule your crawl. If you want to pause this thing, you can stop this thing straight away. If you want crawlers to come again on your website and re-crawl, then you can schedule whatever time you like. Then you have to create the project and the crawling will start. Right, so I'm not doing this step just because crawling takes a lot of time, and after the crawling is done, once your crawling is completed, you're gonna see this kind of interface, right, which is over here. So you have few matrices over here like health score and trends, all those things. And now I'm going to straight away dive into the report section. So I'll be clicking on this project, and interface like this will be open, right. So I'm going to make this video in two parts because there's so many things. So if I'm gonna discuss all things in a single video, that is going to be that will take a lot of time, and this will make this video a very lengthy one. So I'm actually dividing the sections. In the first video, I'll be discussing these all aspects, which are the basic aspects, and you will be familiar with many matrices over here. And then I'll be talking about this report section, right, in the second video. So let me tell you about the overview. You are having health score. Now health score is what? It's a percentage, and how it's calculated. See, if you have 10 URLs on your website and the crawler crawls all those websites, and only two URLs are successful, I mean to say 2 URLs are without any errors, then your health score will be 20%. And if there are 4 URLs which do not have any errors, or we can say that there are 4 URLs without any errors out of 10 URLs, then your health score is. Now you have URLs crawled over here. You can see this is divided into internal pages, internal resources, external resources. Then you have internal URLs having errors. So you are having errors on like 2337 URLs out of this total URLs which are crawled, right. Then these URLs are divided by content types and then HTTP types, right. Contents, you have images, HTMLs, all that, and then you have HTTP status codes, the URLs which are divided by HTTP status codes. Then you have content types of internal URLs by depth. Depth is something like see, when a URL comes to your website and it actually navigates to some section or some page or some URL, then how many steps that URL is going to take to reach that final URL is actually the depth. It's taking 2 steps. I mean, there are 2 trees, right? There are 2 branches, then it's actually 2, right? So then you have over here HTTP status codes by depth. You have HTML tags and content. So title tag, you see 244 unique title tags are there, and 150 bad duplicates are there. So you are getting in-depth information over here. And then at the end you have these issues, right? How many issues are there and all that. Then this is just basically an overview. You are going to have a very detailed information in Data Explorer and site structure reports, right? So now let me show you the crawl log, which is going to tell you how often is your website crawled, or what is happening when your website is actually crawled, how much time it is taking to crawl, how many pages it has crawled recently, all those steps. See, you are going to see over here latest URLs crawled, and you are having time over here, status of this URL which is crawled, and the content type of the URL, exact URL over here, size, and the load time. So you are having few things over here also which are actually related with your crawl log, or we can say the crawl history, right? And here are some URL types which are actually divided. Then you have a start time, finish time. So since I have created this project yesterday, just because the crawling actually takes a lot of time, so I cannot start over here and show you, right? It actually takes, like you see, it is mentioned over here like 3 hours. So it was not feasible for me to make it over here, right? Then URLs crawl, total internal pages, everything is over there. And we have discussed 2 things over here. Now I am coming to Data Explorer, and this is a very detailed report or very detailed analysis. You have a great filter over here, and if you click on this segment, you see that same kind of segment over here. So you can put some values, some scenarios, some conditions, and you can apply or save that segment so that you can further use that segment in any kind of reports or any kind of analysis. Then you have this PR URLs, organic traffic on this particular URL, HTTP status code of URL. So different matrices related to this URL. You are having this PR 100, right? and this PR is calculated by all the URLs that has been crawled, right? So it's not getting any information from outside. It's giving you the information or the metric from the from this crawl data only, right? So if you are having 100 over here, which means that this one is the best URL among all the URLs crawled over here by the crawlers, and then you have 96, which means that's a little bit lower than this first one, right? So it's not taking any data or not taking any reference from outside. So this is a relative position between all the URLs that we have already crawled, right? So this is it, right? So this section gives you a very detailed information about all these stuffs, the URLs crawled and all that. Now if we come to site structure, you are going to see site structure. So it is basically divided into three things: www.wscube text, without www, and then the blog, that is the subdomain. So if you click, you are going to see the total URLs within www.wscubetext.com, and the numbers is over here. And I have filtered over here with HTTPS code. So it's going to show me the division of these URLs on the basis of the HTTPS codes. And if you change anything, like I'm going to change indexability, you're gonna see the total URLs divided on the parameters of the indexability and non-indexability, right? Then if you want to see the organic traffic, then you will be able to see the organic traffic also, what kind of organic traffic, what percentage of organic traffic you are going to receive in this segment, in this segment, or in this segment. So this is a report which is actually divided on the basis of the site structure. Then we have referring domains and all that. So if you talk to me, the one feature that I like the most is when you come to Data Explorer, you are going to have this very great filter over here, right? So there are so many things that you can select, and then you can filter your data from that perspective. So that is a very great feature that I actually like, right? So from the next video, I'll be discussing on this report section. We'll be discussing what kind of reports I'm getting from here, what kind of errors are there, how can we try to resolve those errors using Ahrefs, right? We have discussed about the overview of site audit feature in Ahrefs. Now we are going to talk something deep about the site audit features and the reports that we get in Ahrefs, right? So let's straight away dive into my laptop screen, and we are going to see how these reports actually work and what kind of information these reports provide us about our website or about our project, right? So we have this report section here, and this report section is actually divided into three parts. One is internal pages, resources, and external pages. So if you click on this small arrow over here, you will get the detailed information that what internal pages report will contain, along with resources and external pages, right? So let me close this tab and straight away move to performance, HTML tags, social tags, content quality. I'm opening these options in different tabs, right? So if you come over here, if you come over the performance section in reports, the performance section is basically associated with the speed of your website, right? So you are getting the detailed information about the speed of your URLs, right? Slow pages, that are 921 slow pages are there. So you have to click on these pages, and you are getting a detailed information what kind of pages are these, how can you actually resolve them. One great feature which we have over here is manage columns. So see, you have these 6 matrices over here, from where you can actually analyze what kind of performance this URL is giving under this performance report, right? So if you want to add some other columns, if you want to add some other reports, if you do want to have some filtration option, you can straight away come over here and do the things, right? So that will be useful for you in sorting and all those things, right? So let me click over here. So if you click over here, you can easily sort the things like here, like this, right? So this is now sorted. You can click back and this will be sorted once again. Different kind of matrices over here just to sort and just to analyze your data. That's a very great thing, right? So you have the performance tab under the reports, where you used to see the performance related matrices, which is actually loading time and all those stuff. So you see these URLs are actually slow loading. So you got the list of slow loading URLs. Now if you see, you are also getting the suggestions over here. Let me pull it back. So let me click once again on the performance, and now you will see if you go in detail, right? You click on all issues and you go in detail, like first time for first byte, and this is interactive, right? The earlier diagram, the pie chart that we were seeing is quite interactive. Once you click on that thing, that will take you to Data Explorer. Data Explorer is the heart of Ahrefs. the main feature of Ahrefs is data, wherever you are clicking, wherever you are moving, for data purpose, you will be redirected to the data explorer only, right? So you are seeing this report over here, right? So you will be also getting suggestions to how you can actually implement the changes so that your website became fast and all that, right? So these all are the things over here. Now let me come to the second report, which is HTML tags, right? So let me click on the all issues. Here is a issue which says that H1 tag is missing or empty. Now let me click on this, and it's actually telling you what is the issue, how many crawl pages are affected by that issue, how you can fix that issue. And if you click on this view affected URLs, you can easily see how many URLs are affected by this problem. So you are getting a list of the URLs that are here, right? So you are getting the list of the URLs that are here, and now you have this small plus button over here, so you can directly add this thing to your to-do report or to-do list. That will be easy for you to remember the things. You can apply, as I've already told you, you can apply manage columns to sort the things, so that see, you are getting so many URLs over here. In this report, we are actually having 86 URLs. But if you see, you are having 277 URLs over here, you are having 244 URLs over here. That's quite a larger number if you want to manually implement them or manually correct them, right? So that is actually not feasible for a human being to manually solve these so many problems, right? So you have this option manage columns, where you can bring different analytics, you can bring different headers and then sort them, and take away your data by exporting from here. And then you can extract what kind of priorities are there with what kind of URLs, right? So that is it. You have this great HTML tags report over here. You are getting full reports that what kind of HTML tags related issues are there. So you're getting a very detailed information over here, right? And about description length also, title length also. If you are exceeding the recommended length, then it will definitely come into your issues segment, right? Then you have warnings and notices also. You can go to warnings also, you can go to notices also within this HTML tag. Now you have this social issues report also. So if you will click on all issues, you are getting to see what kind of OG tags are missing, what kind of OG graphs are incomplete, what kind of OG tags are incomplete, all those things, right? So this is very detailed. You can easily come over here and you can make your report over here. You can add your project over here and analyze what kind of site issues are there, on-site issues are there, which are associated with your website. Then you have this content quality section also, which is now showing near duplicates, and you have this density, 8 contents are here, 5 are here. Now let me exactly come to exact duplicates, and you will see you are having exact duplicates over here. So it is basically related to canonical and all those stuffs. And then you have incoming links and outgoing links. So there is a very great and in-depth, in detail report which can help you in recovering from the issues. Then you have resources section. You have different resources, and you can easily see what kind of report is there with these different resources, what kind of issues are there with these different resources. And then you have external pages section. So that's it. There are 3 main sections which are divided into reports, and within each section you are getting a very detailed information. So I think so that's enough if you want to do a very basic site audit. Just because what great thing about this site audit feature or site audit tool is it gives you a very deep insight, right? It gives you a very deep insight. You can see the depth. You can see the depth over here. It actually provides you a very deep insight, right? So the URLs that you cannot visit them. You are going to see those issues, those problems over here in this report. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. You have enjoyed both the parts of this video. I have created this video in the 2 parts. In one video we have actually discovered and we talked about this basic features, basic layout overview, what is data explorer and all those things, crawl log, etc. About some practical approaches of Ahrefs tool. We are going to discuss some practical things that we can do through Ahrefs. So you can see on my laptop screen, I have written 3 points that I'm going to discuss in this particular video, which is one of them is like guest posting opportunity. We're going to see how can we actually find the guest posting opportunities, and then we have power of preset filters in Data Explorer. We'll be exploring what is preset filters. right? And then we have traffic filter. So these are three basic points that I have written, which will show you how we can actually implement different things, different scenarios in Ahrefs, right? So let's straight away dive into the Ahrefs tool. So here I am into my Ahrefs tool, and first of all, I'll be discussing how can we find the guest post opportunities, right? So I'm right away, I'm into Content Explorer. So I'll be typing my type topic over here, right? Like digital market. So if I want to find the guest post opportunities in digital marketing, I'm typing my title over here, digital marketing, and I'll search it in title. So in contents, wherever this digital marketing is mentioned in the title, it will be shown over here, right? So having different, so many pages you are having, but I'm see here like 1 lakh, more than 1,69,000 pages are there. So it's not feasible for me to extract the exact pages where I can find my guest posting opportunities, or where I can find my guest post opportunities. So I'll sort it by one page per domain. So there will be only one page for each domain. So it's now sorted by domain. So you have different domains over here, and these are the different domain ratings according to this particular domain, and different SEO matrices which are associated with this particular domain. So by seeing these matrices, you can actually analyze what kind of power this particular domain is having. So will it be beneficial for you if you are having a backlink over here, or if you are having a guest post opportunity over here, if your guest post get approved over there. So if your guest post approved over there, definitely you are getting a backlink from there. So you are just monitoring that what kind of SEO matrices are there if you want to have the backlink from here, and how it actually going to affect your website. So I have sorted it by one page per domain. You can do some other sorting also, like you have so many websites over here, and these all are good websites. So you can sort by we can say that the domain rating also, right? So I'm putting only 50 over here. So 50 and plus domain rating websites. So the domain will be over here. So you are having all the domains which are 50 plus. So if you are having more domains over here, more pages over here, you can sort it by 60 or 70, something like that, right? Let me do that. I am doing it by 70. So there will be more fresh and valuable opportunities for there. So it's like 4,732, right? So now you have these many pages over here from where you can actually request for your guest post, right? So you just go to these pages, manually analyze that whether they are accepting guest posts or not. You can type them. You can type them email, you can write them email, so that you can see if they are accepting the guest post opportunities or not. And by seeing their website, you will be able to find out that what kind of guest posts are already there. So you have these different things that will help you in finding the guest post opportunities, right? And we can say that it actually helps you in finding the backlinks opportunity. Now, one more interesting thing is there in RF, which is like highlight unlinked domains. You know what is highlight unlinked domains? See, if you see if here are so many domains, and there might be a condition when these some of these domains may be pointing to your website, or you have already made some backlinks or guest posts from there. So what Google also likes is if you are getting backlinks from different domains, different new domains, then that is what Google actually likes. If you are getting backlinks from the same domain again and again, that is not what Google actually likes. You can highlight unlinked domains. So right now I am going to type my domain over here. So it will highlight the domain which are actually not linking to this particular domain. Which one is mine, for which I am actually looking for guest post opportunities, right? So I'll be highlighting this thing, and now this particular list will be containing or highlighting the post or pages which are not linking to this particular website, right? So this kind of filters you can use, right? So this is one thing that I told you, how can you actually bring some guest post opportunities using Ahrefs. And then we have the second thing, which is power of preset filters, right? So you have to move to Data Explorer for that. Let me click on Site Audit, and from Site Audit I'll be selecting my project, and I'll go into Data Explorer. So you see there is a lot of data in Data Explorer, but you have to find the relevant data. To get the relevant data, you definitely have to use these present or preset filters, right? So see, I'm creating a case over here. Suppose you wanted to find the pages or URLs that are like we can say HTML, where the content type is like HTML, and along with these pages, they are having some organic traffic, receives organic traffic of, like, we can assume anything, receives organic traffic which is greater than 50 or 100 or anything like that. So I'm doing some preset filters over here. I'm using some preset filters where I have said that I need a content type with HTML, which receives organic traffic of greater than 50. Now I'll click on apply, and here it will, right. So you will be getting these things, right. So you can click on this organic traffic once again to get this thing sorted out. Now it's in ascending, you can do it in descending also. So here it is, right. So these are the few very basic things that you can do with Ahrefs that actually tells you about the power of the Ahrefs. So you just do not need to only go to Keyword Explorer and then type your keyword and do some keywords. There's so many things that you can do along with Ahrefs, right. So what is the third thing which I have mentioned over is using the Ahrefs traffic filter. For that you have to go to Site Explorer, and this is a very basic feature. Let me type my domain over here, then I'll be able to make you understand what actually is traffic filter. So you see, you are clicking on your domain, and then when you click on this backlink section, you will be getting the complete detail of the backlinks, right. Then let me show you. Here is the traffic. If you are going to filter traffic, then you are actually reaching to something very specific. I am typing over here like from 50 to something maximum. So you will be getting traffic like that, right. So there are different referring pages that are the backlinks to this particular website or domain, right. And you have that anchor text and backlink also over here. But what kind of traffic these pages are getting, that you are also seeing over here, right. So you can sort them by descending or ascending as well. So just to give an insight that there is so much with the Ahrefs tool we can do practically, right. In previous videos I have actually talked about the features of the Ahrefs, what is alerts, Site Explorer, Content Explorer, everything. We have discussed almost everything. Now actually I am telling you about some practical cases that we can implement. You just have to explore more of the things from Ahrefs, this particular tool, right. About alert features in Ahrefs, we are going to discuss what are the alert features in Ahrefs, and we will be discussing what are Ahrefs APIs, right. So let's straight away start with the alerts feature. Now I am clicking on this alerts features, and you can see this alert dashboard, right. So here is the domain or URL which you have added as a project in your Ahrefs account. So it is actually showing over here, and then whatever kind of backlinks you will be getting notified on this particular email which you have mentioned over there. Then you have this interval of the alerts that you have created. It will be weekly, right. So every week you will be getting the alerts regarding your backlinks, right. And then let me click on this settings section. You will be having different kind of settings for this particular alert. You can edit, right. Scope is all backlinks. If you want to work with only new backlinks or lost backlinks, we want the alerts of these two things only, you can come to these things only. And these are all backlinks, which is selected. Then the recipient is over here, right. And you can add maximum 3 recipients over here, right. So I have mentioned only one. You have different IDs, so you can mention 3 recipients over here. Now this is the interval is actually weekly, and the notification or the alert will be given by email. So you can alter with these settings. Now you have this new keyword setting also, right. You will be notified, you will be given alerts for this new keyword feature also, right. So here are the settings for this thing also. Then you have mentioned these are the particular keywords or the search query which we have actually decided while we were creating the project. So when we were creating the projects, we have decided this thing that what are our target keywords. These are those target keywords, and their scope is there, their languages, recipients, interval. So you will be getting notified daily if there is anything related with this search query, right. And there are settings also. You can delete. If you want to add new alert, you can definitely add a new alert also. So these are a few things or few mentions which are associated with the alert settings in Ahrefs, right. Now the next thing is let me show you what kind of alert you are going to receive when something happens over here. So here is an RF alerts mail for me. So you can see this kind of mail you are going to see when there is an alert triggered, right. So this is it, and let me talk about the Ahrefs API also. Let me tell you about what is Ahrefs APIs and how this feature actually works. See, Ahrefs crawlers actually move over internet, right. They actually keep moving over the internet, and they collect a lot of information from there, right. They used to collect a lot of information from there, and they prepare a very big, a very large data for that. So if you want some information from their database, you can actually work with the APIs so that you can get the data from their database. So that is the very basic purpose of the Ahrefs API. So that's it for today's video. See you in the next video. Till then, a very good bye.